Welcome to our channel, Best of Everything. Today, we bring you the top 10 most incredible homes in the world. If you've ever dreamed of building your own home, this process can be equally challenging and rewarding. With this in mind, here are 10 amazing homes from around the world to inspire you, especially if you have a large budget. Before we continue, please give us a thumbs up, press the subscribe button, and click the bell icon to receive regular updates from us whenever we upload a video here at the Best of Everything channel. Let's start with number 10. Bralsham Castle. At first glance, this almost impassable romantic castle, with its wooden facade and moat, has adorned the bucolic corner of East Sussex for hundreds of years. In fact, its owner, John Y., an orthodontist, inventor, author, sailor, and former Formula One racer, built it in 1993, modeled after the 12th century Sussex manor homes. He also dug his own trench and gave his wife a birthday present with JCB. It's unusual, and so maybe him, but it does for a weekend break, costing $1,000 per night. For that, you get a butler, a cook, and a maid with the meal served in the Great Hall. John would also be there to give you guided tours. You'll be forgiven for believing that Bralsham Castle is honestly ancient. In fact, this replica Tudor house was originally completed in 2001. It is truly stunning and very reliable for period-style buildings. Number 9 is the Scottish baronial castle. Baronial Castle is recorded to have been built in 1626 and is now the only habitable castle in Loch Ness. The castle is a fine example of Scottish baronial architecture, including the wing built by the famous Scottish architect Sir Robert Lorimer. Now available for rent for exclusive use, offering the rare taste of authentic Highland estate living. The castle is bursting with traditional richness, classic style, and warm Scottish hospitality. Relax in the comfort of the Red Drawing Room while you watch the fog roll from Loch Ness. Cozily retreat into the Scottish Lord's Room or play one of the traditional games found in the billiard room, while getting the whole castle together and having a good time. It is a place where the cares of the world seem far away, so appreciate the good chat time around the roaring log fires, savoring fine wines from the castle room, and enjoying great food in the wonderful dining room. 15 bedrooms in the castle feature rich fabrics and elegant furniture. Grand 4-poster beds covered with luxurious velvets and all attractive rooms. Each bathroom is completely private, from the print bathroom to the very comfortable baths, to the ingenious shower hidden in one of the hand-painted murals turrets. Situated on its own 500-acre estate on the south coast of Loch Ness, the fort has some breathtaking highland views. The meadows from the fort lead to a private marina on the shores of Loch Ness, from where you can go into Loch. Number 8 is the Fairy Tale Farmhouse in England. The eye-popping $250,000 or $350,000 Belgrove Farmhouse, aka Dragon House, is a magnificent home in England. It was designed without an architect's service and was finally completed in 2011. This house took a total of 4 years to complete from scratch. In 2012, the house was declared overall winner of the Daily Telegraph Building Awards in conjunction with Home Building and Renovating magazine. It has been featured in magazines and on television, including HGTV's Extraordinary Homes, Channel 4's George Clark's Amazing Spaces, and most recently, Quest's Salvage Hunters. It also has been used for filming and photo shoots. Number 7 is the Nan-Up Holiday House. The Nan-Up Holiday House in Nanny has been designed and built by Iredale and Peterson Hook Architects. Construction of this incredible home was completed in 2013. It's a holiday home, a temporary residence that offers a variety of experiences and connections to the local landscape, as per the architect. The spaces are in a row, an open-in line to enter, go on, and then leave. The kinked plan optimizes different views of the jungle on the one hand and the horizon on the other. It accommodates open spaces, including an enclosed balcony at the back of the property and an angled terrace leading to the floodplain. The windows on the angled facades alternate between the vertical apertures, which look mostly towards the nearby trees, and the long openings facing the ground. The use of stills and their diagonal crossweeds remind us of fallen trees that are a common feature around the edge of the forest, while the exterior palette refers to its natural alignment. The materials were carefully selected to communicate with the context, the architects explain. Dark-colored bond steel, stainless steel, and recycled jarrah wood building contribute to the concept of shadow. Number 6 is the Jungle House of Sao Paulo. The Jungle House beautifully combines nature and contemporary architect with a perfect balance between organic and sophisticated. Located a short distance away from the coasts and from the bustling streets of Sao Paulo, Brazil, this house offers shelter and nature as a natural sanctuary in the middle of nowhere. Architecture practice studio MK27, who represented Brazil in the Venice Biennale in 2012, designed this magnificent house. For this particular project, the objectives are clear. The structure is required to blend seamlessly into its environment with minimal impact on the landscape, while the interior must provide a direct connection between the inhabitants and the surrounding forest, and the rooms need optimal natural light. A section is suspended on 2 pillars. The clean rectangular shapes respect the open area of the forest and blend with the wood cladding to complete the landscape. A concrete corridor with a beautiful lighting fixture designed by renowned artist Olafur Eliasson welcomes visitors inside the house. The 3 floors have an inverse distribution of living space compared to traditional homes. At ground level, there are children's rooms and a large wooden deck sheltered by the projection of the house, which provides the perfect play area. Throughout the home, wood and exposed concrete create a beautiful and organic living space. On the first floor, there are 6 bedrooms with a porch. Upstairs, there are various social areas, including the living room, kitchen, infinite swimming pool, a sauna, and a thatched terrace. Number 5 is 33 Holland Park, Singapore. The 33 Holland Park House project is representative of the studio's recent work, which features an architectural look that focuses on detail and minor improvements. It is understood as a common way of architectural work, which leads to a complex and harmonious composition that resonates with the surrounding landscape. The natural conservation list of existing colonial structures will not be added to it, but any new structure will have to be maintained for a specific distance. Despite working within these boundaries and having to meet briefly or new residential facilities, Studio Milo has backtracked on its tried and tested layering method. The design is intimate yet spacious garden sanctuary has layers of living space and emphasizes meditative environments. Counterbalancing this fluidity and combining internal and external spaces gives a deep respect for historical elements and a harmonious relationship with nature. These elements are evident in many of the features. The facade of the new building is not intended to flood the conservation house, but will cover and protect it like a folding screen around the site. Holland Park really begins here. At the outer wall of the new structure, a paravent-like wall system with wide-open curtains and covered with vegetation, which penetrates the path and neighborhood features. Number 4 is the Keeper's House and Lodge. Keeper House and Lodge is the family residence of Stephen and Denise Walsh, and Stephen's parents who live in the lodge. The houses are high above a river and surrounded by a special conservation area with magnificent mature trees. The design of the houses was inspired by the case study homes built in the USA in the early 20th century. The scheme is surrounded by a garden with 3 sidewalls. The main house faces the south kitchen core, which divides the plan into a hallway, study, dining area, and living space. The lodge house faces south and is the distilled version of the main house. Number 3 is the Villa Maritima at St. Andrews Beach. During the time when architect Robin Williams designed the Villa Maritima, adapted it to the St. Andrews Beach climate and seasonal changes. The context is inspired by the simplicity and subtlety of Japanese architecture. The house is minimalist with beautiful spaces that create a sea view. The back-to-home experience leads from childhood memories of the beach and the first glimpse of the sand dune. The entrance of the house is a gently sloping ramp with glimpses of the sky. The walls of the Villa Maritima are actually made up of translucent polycarbonate, which allows the sunlight and evening moonlight to filter into the house. Number 2 is Koningsnijs Ark, Brianna. The building's set on a mountain landscape that is completely open in a 1-story building, giving the same impression to all interiors. Security issues had come up as the plot was in the wild. The solution turned out to be twisting the building so that one corner of it touched the ground and the rest hung on the edge of the hill. With this solution, part of the ground floor where the bedrooms are located was dragged to the first floor level. The position of the house on a steep slope, then there is a risk of landslides, falls more often in the Polish mountains. To limit the movement of the soil, the house was conceived as a bridge under which rainwater would flow naturally. The facts of the mountain landscape and local law constrained a gable roof. The house stood on 3 thin walls and took the form of a simple barn. The walls are tensed by the planes of the inverted roof to look slightly raised above the ground. And number 1 is the K Valley House. Thames. Herbst Architects proposes a unique, self-sufficient home that combines drama and a sense of personality. Designed for the couple working in the film industry, director and camera operator, K Valley House is intended as a unique place to retreat between projects and location-specific travel. Both clients have an innate passion for story engagement, and the design direction of their home is inevitably required to respond to similar values. The result is a combination of aging and bold expression of recycled materials, in stark contrast to the greenery around the house. Thanks for watching our video. Hopefully you've enjoyed the top 10 most incredible homes in the world. If you did, make sure to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our video, and click that bell icon so you can be updated every time we